Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Straight Bettin, X House of STIMMS. We got the whole crew in here. And I don't even know. I guess we didn't have a track, but if you guys had to guess, what do you think the win rate of these props that we give out are at this point?
It's been high. It's definitely been high. I know personally 5-0 sitting on here, so I've got to be selective with what I give out today.
I plan to listen back to all the long shots everyone has today and just to round robin it because I'm looking back at the last stream. If you just took everyone's like pie in the sky idea and round robin it, you'd be a very rich man.
Yeah. Hey, and Flo, Knicks game today. I'm thinking we end the show with a bang.
Yeah,
little Knicks Clippers lay, and maybe
hey,
even
man.
just some alts. Dude,
you want some free money, man? If all them Clippers are in there, man, just take the Clippers money line. If they're all in there, just take the Clippers money line, man.
Yeah, the Clippers. They've actually been kind of scaring me a little bit as a Wolves fan because we're probably going to get them in the play-in, and they actually look like legit good. Like the whole season, I guess I've probably been sleeping on Kawhi a little bit because he hasn't either been playing or he's been a little bit rusty. But this whole season, I've just like watched these Clippers team win games, and I'm like, dog, like Norman Powell's going to regress. Harden's like him trying to carry this crazy load on offense is like not sustainable at all. And now they're actually like legit clicking and honestly playing like really, really good basketball. They got depth. I thought the Bogey acquisition was sneaky good. And they're getting the most out of like the Chris Duns and Derek Jones of the world. So they're definitely playing good hoops.
Yeah, they're a team like no one talks about. And like now Kawhi is up to like full 40 minutes. Like he's off like any kind of restriction, whatever. Around December, January, like he was like not good. Like he was missing, like his shots were flat a lot. He didn't have his legs back, but like they took OKC to the wire. So I don't think they're gonna win the title, but I could definitely see them like second round vying for like Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, I hope not. But
yeah.
Okay. Let's get into some of the props. Let's see. I'll kick it off first. Let's see, I don't have a 4-man overlay, so we're just gonna be ripping it like this. Okay. Wait, do I have a 4-man? I do. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Okay, cool. Let's go. First play. I hope this one's still there. I gave this out like a while ago, and I really, really like this play. So I'm cool actually laying a little bit of juice here if that's the case. So yeah, Jaylen Brown, I'm going with him over 10.5 rebounds and assists. Looks like it's at -135, -130 MGM. You can get a -137 at Caesars, and then I'd probably draw the line at the -145s. But I mean, Jason Tatum, he's doubtful. I don't know if you guys watched that Kings Celtics game, but
yeah, he's not playing.
He's not playing. Yeah, like his ankle, that looked pretty cooked. So I mean, this is just like a pretty square reasoning, I guess. But I mean, without Tatum, he's had 13 or more rebounds and assists in every single game. You can do the the per 36 numbers, and I guess there is a little concern because I actually bet on Jaylen Brown assists last game, guys, and 0 assists, 5 potentials. It wasn't exactly my brightest showing, even though I feel like he usually gets 4 assists in most games, especially against like a Kings team. But he only played 26 minutes. I will say he did not play in the fourth because of blowout. And, but he did only play 14 first half minutes. So he was clearly on like a little bit of restriction. I know he's doing like Ramadan too. So, I mean, I don't know if like that's like why, or it's a knee or something. But I will say without Tatum, I mean, this dude usually like always plays the full first quarter and stuff like that. He usually like his minutes have been very, very good. He's averaging 36.8 minutes in these games. It's like a close spread, 4.5. So like, I don't know. I have him for 34 minutes, just like factoring in maybe like a little bit of a minute limit. And like per 34 minutes with Tatum off, I think he was at 12.8 rebounds and assists per 34. So yeah, Suns matchup I think is fine. I don't think it's like great or anything. I will say they are allowing a lot of catch and shoot stuff if we go here. Yeah. Last 10 games, second highest catch and shoot frequency. I mean, catch and shoot shots are obviously like assisted and stuff. So maybe it's like they're over helping on drives. And JB is going to, be the driver, like the main driver, pretty much the only driver for the Celtics with Tatum out. So, yeah, I think like at least for assists, it's like a slightly plus matchup, and rebounds pretty neutral. So I don't know. I just think the line's short without Tatum. So kick it to Stim. Stim, what do you think about JB?
I like it. Last game that Tatum was out, actually, I took JB 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and he actually finished with 8 rebounds and 7 assists. So that hurt a little bit. That was like plus 1,600. We got some great value there, but definitely a good read. Anytime Tatum's out, he sees his numbers kind of skyrocket a little bit. His rebound numbers are phenomenal without Tatum in the first place. But assist-wise, he's been kind of stepping up his playmaking this year to begin with. And now no Tatum, he'll definitely see the ball in his hands more often.
Yep. Flo and Bubs, you guys got any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I got a ton of thoughts, man. It opened at 9.5 last night. I signaled it. I sprinted to take it. I still like it. I like it a lot. Maybe it's just for me because like this month the coaches and the rotations have been so crazy. And like I did look a lot at that Kings game because it was like weird because like first half he ran 13 minutes. Third quarter he ran the entire third quarter. And it feels like they did that by design because like they were not going to bring him back. Because there was a minute there in that fourth quarter where like the Kings made it fake close and it was like 13 points and there's a timeout with like 8 minutes left and they still didn't bring him in. So listen, I like it. I like it a lot. I still think it's going to hit, but it's just like there's 10 games left in the season. Missoula is definitely like one of these like, oh, I don't care about the Suns, but yeah, I like JB tonight. I like JB tonight. It's really just like once you go through like Nick Richards playing like 8 minutes in the first and not playing the rest of the game, like you're just a little gun shy. So that's a me thing.
Yeah, for sure. Bubs, let's see. You got any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I actually looked at his PRA last night, but the RA definitely makes sense too. I just think with Pritchard and Hauser, and now you got Shireman as well, that has like increased minutes. It's just like a completely new look for the Celtics team, right? It's like you took their team last year and you just put it on steroids even more because you just took 3 more guys that just are absolutely snipers. And I think it's just kind of easy to sell out on the main guys like Brown and Tatum, and they just have plenty of weapons at their disposal. So I really like it.
Yeah. And if you guys bet like team totals, I mean, if the Suns are going to just continue like overhelping and giving up a ton of catch and shoot stuff, it's probably just a good look for like the team total in general because they're going to play, defense like that just gives up a ton of catch and shoot stuff. They're probably going to get absolutely torn up in this game. So cool. Let's see. Flo, let's kick it to you, Flo.
Do you want my just random looks on today that I like today, or do you want me to save next for later, or like how do you want me to?
Yeah. Let's. Well, do you have any officials so far?
Yeah, one official so far. It's Josh Hart's ladder to 3 threes on MGM. That's plus 1,000 because your man Ty Lue is going to give him that 6 feet of space and dare him to shoot it all night. And I always say, I don't know. Once the ball goes up, like that's out of my hands. If I tell you the dude's going to shoot 4 or 5 open threes, if he go 0 for 5, you can't be upset at me. He was open 5 times. But I just watched Alex Caruso shoot 2 of 7 from deep. The man's never taken 7 threes all year. Dyson Daniels, like the same kind of guy. Like they run this scheme where like they're gonna stick Zubac on him and they're gonna basically like dare him to shoot. They're gonna give him a ton of space. And also like expect a ton of Mitchell Robinson tonight. Like I need to like look at that more. His tops minutes is only like 18, 22 minutes, but they clearly sat him yesterday. He was fine. They clearly sat him yesterday and like you are playing Zubac tomorrow. So get a good night's sleep, buddy. So if Mitchell Robinson's out there too, and the way they're going to guard Cat probably like with Harden on him, like he's going to have even more space. Like they're going to put Kawhi on him or something and just use Kawhi as like a roamer to kind of like get steals and clog up the lane. So Josh Hart went 1 for 4 last time versus the Clippers. We took his 3s light of that game. He went broke. And of course, the next game versus the Kings guarded him the exact same way. He went insane from deep. So yeah, Josh Hart had 3. He went 3 for 3 2 games ago against the Hornets. That was a bad matchup. I think you're going to see healthy volume tonight. His 1 is minus 165. I don't know what to put it with yet. I haven't had enough coffee. But I'm putting his 1 with something because that should not be there. So that's my 1 official. And we'll save it for later because I have a ton of thoughts on this game. But that's my 1 official.
I love it. Yeah, he's 100% getting guarded by Zubac here. I'm definitely going to make a lotto today, and Josh Hart 3s will be in it. So I don't really got much else to say. I mean, it's going to be there. And I feel like this is maybe just like a smell thing for me or like a vibes thing. But like, I just trust Josh at the Garden more. Like, I feel like Josh just, I don't know if there's probably not anything like behind it, but I just feel like he, really feeds off of the crowd and is like more confident at home. I don't know. Like I said,
if you believe in the greater good and if you believe in karma, that man owes our Discord so much money for the heinous acts he did in Portland. He's getting it back tonight.
I hate him.
There was Stem had an awesome parlay where it was just like, I believe it was like OG's 4 assists with Hart's 3 threes, 4 threes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like on one hand, like we had a great we had a great hit because I think Danny Avdia, we had something with him. He hit on one end, and then the ball's going the other way. OG's leading the break, swings it to Hart in the corner wide open for 3. And like I'm going insane with the ball in there. I think we're about to have like the most like, fantastic moment in the world, and like you bricked the open 3.
That 1 assist, 1 3 is all we needed.
Yeah.
Perfect setup. It's been so much more though. He does not respect my court. I think it's just me.
Ever.
I cannot hit a bet where Josh Hart is involved in it. So I might purposely lay off this 3 deal to not curse you tonight.
He respects my coin too. So I'm on his 21.5 PR. I mean, I'll just like piggyback off that.
I like that.
Josh Hart, yeah, like I said, I don't know. I feel like he respects my coin too. I guess I could probably pull it up what my record is on him, but I feel like he respects mine. So yeah, I mean, if you're getting guarded by a center, you're going to be encouraged to shoot the ball. Look, I mean, Josh somehow had 20 rebounds against him last game. Like, to be honest, I can't explain why that happened, but it's, I'll take it. Maybe it's a good rebounding matchup. But yeah, I mean, it was between 11.5 points or 12.5 points and 21.5 PR. So I just kind of took that, especially seeing, or threw in the rebounds, especially seeing what he did against Clips last game. But I mean, Jaylen Brunson's out. You'd think that gets him a little more shots to begin with, obviously. But I mean, season-long hit rate is 66.2%, literally 0 filters on it. Then you can do a filter, right? He took 13 shots against him. Like, he's gonna get guarded. You're getting guarded by a center. You have to shoot the ball like a little bit, especially without Jaylen Brunson. So, I mean,
and you're gonna get the Thibodeau like ego today because he's gonna run him at 38. Like, we have to beat a good team finally. Like the first Landry Shamet mess up, like, get Josh back in right now.
Yeah, I hope. But this is just with 8+ field goal attempts, right? I mean, like I said, he took 13. This is a pretty low bar, right? And when he takes, so I'm pretty much just filtering out the games where that dude is just like literally not trying to score whatsoever, and like that just can't be the case here when you're getting guarded by Zubac. So I mean, 8+ field goal attempts, then it's 25.5 PR average, over in 76.5% of games. So. Yeah, keeping that one simple. Stim, Bubs, you guys. I mean, Stim, you already said that Josh Hart's an op, and you're probably going to stay off of it. But you guys got any thoughts on Josh?
Yeah, I think you're seeing a lot more with these guys who teams don't respect the shoot. They get used as a hub a lot more, so it kind of just gives you just an increased usage in certain matchups. So. I mean, if he's aggressive, I mean, you can get downhill, you get a slow-footed Zubac, or like you said, you got the open threes, transition, stuff like that. I think it's a good look.
Yeah. Yeah, PRA is probably not a bad look too. Like Bub said with the hub thing. He said I didn't add the assistant just because I'm not a fan of the line. Like I like it when Josh is at 5.5. 6.5 feels a little much, especially just against solid Clippers defense and stuff. Yeah. But yeah. Okay. Let's kick it to you, Stim.
Yep. So actually we have a group chat running for this stream, and on Friday when we set this up, I said AJ Johnson masterclass, and it seems like things are aligning for that to be possible. So I have AJ Johnson over 16.5 PA. I mean, we've got the injury report. I could pull it up right now. Who's out? I mean, I know Chris Middleton, Keshawn George, Marcus Smart, obviously Koulibaly, Brogdon still. They've got a long list of guys out, and he's seen back-to-back games with 28+ minutes. Last game, he actually sneaky had the most potential assists on the team with 12. So it's this prototype of the type of player who we can't defend the Sixers. I mean, these slashers, guys who can get to the rim but also facilitate just 2 spots that we just can't defend. 36% of his shots come in the restricted area where we give up the second or third most points in the league. So, I mean, just these guys who get to the rim, I've been feasting on them against the Sixers. It's actually great how bad we are because it's setting up perfectly for these guys who can play make but also attack. So, I mean, I think he's going to see a ton of volume tonight and also hopefully a lot of minutes. It's hard to predict with them. They're kind of running a little bit of a communistic team right now. You know, like minutes wise, like everyone's kind of getting theirs. Poole's seeing like 22 minutes kind of as his ceiling right now, it feels like. So they're definitely being cautious with him. But if we're getting 25 plus minutes and he's going to be getting to the rim, I think he has a really nice opportunity tonight against us.
I agree 100%. Yeah, I mean, Philly's defense, they got to be, I mean, probably by intention, right? Because they're trying to lose, but allow the most points, allow the most assists. I think you mentioned the restricted area. It's like catch and shoot and restricted area stuff. So that's like perfect for AJ.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like the one thing that they don't allow is like the mid range and the short mid range stuff. So it's like the deep drop coverage stuff. Again, as long as you're not like over reliant on pull ups, like the people who are over reliant on pull ups against Philly are actually in like a pretty bad matchup to score the ball at least. But yeah, that's definitely not AJ Johnson. So
yeah, it's a shame that Zion didn't play the other day because Bubs and I were speaking about him, and he could have had. Bubs said it perfectly. He said Wilt Chamberlain day for Zion. I mean, who was stopping him? You know, they weren't going to put anything in front of him. But yeah, I mean, AJ should have a day today.
Yeah, this is a great game for props. I know no one wants to hear that, but this is a great game for props.
Yeah, I like how you attacked AJ specifically too, though. It's like I don't like it when people talk. I'm just not a fan of like when people are talking about pool overs on the Wizards, right? It's like, okay, well, what's even the point of like pool playing? Like this is a game where you want to lose. Both teams want to lose, so it's like this is like a prime spot for Poole to play like 18 minutes randomly. Like how he did against Portland. Mm-hmm. And if that's the case too, just more minutes for AJ. And they've even done it with like Bub and Sar a few times, which is weird because you think you'd want to like get those guys with their minutes, but AJ is like the one guy that's listed for the Wizards right now that like I feel very confident in his minutes. So I agree with like who you chose to attack against Philly 100%.
It's actually a shame too because Poole, if he was playing 30 plus minutes, would be in a great spot. But I mean, if you watch these games, his rotations are just so janky right now. You can't trust it at all.
Yeah. If you could guarantee me that Poole played 30, I'd probably take like 6 or 7 assists, a couple. Yeah. So, especially without Chris Middleton.
Yeah.
See, Bubs, any AJ Johnson?
I was looking at his points ladder last night, and then I fell asleep and woke up and STIMMS at the PA, so I'll be tailing that. I think it's a great look.
Yeah.
Yeah, AJ's set to go off. I was looking at I was like, could this guy hit 25? Like, it's not crazy. It's really not crazy.
I was looking at him and Justin Edwards 2020 as well. I haven't locked that in, but I love
Edwards. Yeah. You know what's crazy? Sneaky about this one? Like, Grimes is back in. Like, Edwards, unfortunately, let us all down. He's perfectly slotted as the number 2 against the Wizards because, like, let Grimes take the attention and get some shades. Like, Edwards could get downhill and be open for some 3 balls. Like, I love Edwards in this one. I mean, Grimes is a wagon at this point for the 25 points, but yeah, I love Edwards in this one.
Edwards has been a steal for us, dude. I mean, he's undrafted. He was like one of the top prospects coming out of high school. Obviously didn't have a great year in college, but he's been awesome for us now that he's getting a shot.
Yeah, he's good. He's going to be your guys' Naz Reid, the undrafted dude that the town falls in love with.
This game also has like this sneaky, ugly three ball from the big man look. I took it against the Knicks, and then the dude randomly didn't play. And then the next game he played, but he's not up. One, Alex Sarr's taking like 6 open threes. If you want to go on that roller coaster, if the ball's going in and out, go for it. But he's gonna have like 6 open threes because of that drop coverage. But my guy Vukcevic, the backup center, who randomly didn't play the one game versus the Knicks when I took him, then the next game he did play, fantastic. But he's like in that Sandro range where like he could be making like 2-3 threes, but I'm not taking that obviously. But like, yeah, I love Sarr too in this game.
Yeah. One thing that I realized with the Wizard stuff is that so like you see the Raptors, right? You look at Poole's minutes. Raptors tanking team only plays 22. Knicks good team plays 28.
Yeah.
Magic, fringe playoff team, but they're not tanking 27. Jazz tanking 20. Blazers semi tanking, I guess. Not really, but 11. Then it's like, so against like good teams, I think like maybe you could find something there with like the Pools and stuff. But then against bad teams that are also tanking, it's like, okay, well, it's AJ Johnson time.
It also might be Justin Champagne time if they let the guy play. When the guy plays over 28 minutes, that rebounds and R+A is the greatest wagon in the league.
That's
so
your boy.
it is my guy. Like There's so many people out there. You're like, he has to play 28. This has to be the game, right? Like, just do the filter. 28 minutes, Justin Champagne rebounds. Like, the whole thing's green. Like, he just has to play. So we'll see.
Yeah. We also talk about him in our chat before AJ Johnson. He kind of looks like a Thompson twin when he has the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
He is
right.
extremely athletic. Like he's got a lot to his game. I like his upside for his career in general.
Yeah. Yeah. Him and Julian are twins, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Bubs. I'm gonna kick it to you. You got a prop for us?
So I was actually asking Flo this morning because I took Jaden Hardy yesterday for the Mavs. So I obviously watched that entire Mavs Knicks game, and I just watched him stand in the corner for most of the game. While Najee Marshall just looked like 2012 LeBron. It's either Kawhi or Powell, right? It's one of the two. I'm still trying to figure out which one it is. I think Powell still gets – I mean, his minutes are back up, it looks like, for the most part. He's still a little rusty, but one of the two is going to have a game. I just have to figure out which one it is, but both of them make sense.
Yeah. Whoa, I got a question for you. So wait, who was guarding – was OG guarding Najee?
No, that's – Najee's family is from Atlantic City. They had the whole family in at Barclays, and they were at the Garden yesterday. I'm like, oh, Najee. I only went rebounds and backed off on the points because I'm like, oh, they're just going to stick OG on him. PJ's not there. And then for 3 quarters, they had like Landry Shamet, Josh Hart, and Campaign on them. So I was like, that's stupid. So, and then in the 4th quarter, of course, then after he scored 34 points, then like, all right, let's put OG on him. But no, they didn't. But OG will be on Kawhi tonight. Like, they got that whole Toronto thing. Every single time we see him, like, sometimes they'll have matchups like with the Knicks where, like, OG will sometimes start a guy and then switch over. But, like, no, OG is, like, on Kawhi. Like, that's locking it. Like, that's what's happening.
Okay. Yeah, so, Bub, I mean, I was thinking about Norm, too. I think that Norm's in a great spot because I think that Harden plays, he's going to be ineffective. I think he got kneed in the quad. I don't know if y'all have ever got kneed in the quad before. Dude, that shit might be like the most like painful thing ever, and you just can't move for shit. And he was probably just running off adrenaline. So Harden in, Harden not in, doesn't really matter. I think that someone else is gonna have to step up. Yep, I agree with the OG on Kawhi. The only thing is like sometimes Kawhi, like does OG get like left on an absolute island?
Yeah, like they have obviously the track record back to Toronto, and also they have the size. Like Kawhi has like a lot of like pull-ups. Like, he's still going to get to spots and he can still have a really good game. But I'll be honest, my mind goes to, like, Norman Powell and Zubac. Like, the fact that Norman Powell's at 17.5 plus 100, like, you just watched that Knicks game back yesterday. They will have stretches where on the floor is, like, Tyler Kolek, Campaign, and Landry Shamet. And you're like, who the hell are y'all stopping? And I agree with you, like, the whole Harden got kicked in the quad thing. I just think, like, this is a classic game where, like, ladder Harden's assist at 12. Like, if you look at Harden's like this season when he has like all the boys, Zoo, Norm, and and Kawhi, like I want to say it's like 15 for 20 or something crazy. Like Harden can hit like the parlay in my head. I woke up, took a sip of coffee, looked at it, was like Norm 20, Zoo double, Harden double, Clippers money line. I'm like, what's stopping that one? I don't know.
Josh 3 threes.
Yeah. Josh's 4 threes and stuff. Yeah, that's the answer. Josh's 25-point masterclass. But like, yeah, Harden set up to thrive and cook. The Knicks have given big assist games to like worse players than like James Harden. And the only reason Harden like last game versus the Knicks was because like Zubac missed a bunch of bunnies at the rim. So yeah,
for sure. What do you guys think about real quick, Flo, especially you? One thing that I've attacked, I bet on Zach Edey when he was coming off the bench against the Clippers because it's not like it's only like 14 minutes a game, but the non-Zubac and Ben Simmons at the 5 minutes for like the bench center, like dude, if you're big and like an offensive rebounder, like you're gonna absolutely like feast in those minutes. So what do you guys think about like Mitch stuff? I mean, given that his points are maybe like PR because of putbacks and stuff, because obviously like, but I just think like, you know, obviously he'll probably have some minutes going up against Zoo too, but he'll also definitely be on the court, or will he be on the court in like the Ben minutes, or like is that how his rotation is going?
So my thing is like I wouldn't even be surprised if he was announced as a starter tonight. Like man, it's crazy how much I like in this game. I'm sprinkling like his 8 rebounds, his 10 rebounds. There's gotta be like something crazy. Like it feels like this is like what's been the buildup for all these games. Like he had the random 22-minute game, he had like an 18-minute game. Like you cannot stick Karl Anthony Towns down there. That boy's gonna be food. You can't stick Precious Achiuwa down there. That boy's gonna be food. So they intentionally like told him to sit. Like originally everyone was like afraid because they like listened with a foot injury, and then like 10 minutes after the game, the guy was like smiling in the lobby with like a cup of coffee and just like laughing and like had no boot, nothing. He was just chilling. So I was like, oh, so Tibbs just saving you for Zubac tonight, huh? So yeah, Mitch is going to be out there. I think he might even hit like 24, 25 minutes. And the way that this guy rebounds, like I was looking at the exact thing you said with Zach Edey. I love that because like he's just going to like, yeah, because their backup line has like a bunch of stiffs. Like Chris Dunn's going to get like his useless 6 shots. You know, Bubs loves Chris Dunn, you know. Chris Dunn gets like his 6 shots to brick every game. So yeah.
Yeah, Chris Dunn, man. He might be like the worst offensive player in the league.
Prop vulture, man.
Bro, I don't get it.
Great defender though. But yeah, Mitch stuff is something I'm going to look into for sure. Like I think he could absolutely feast. Okay, I got a third and final play. Obviously, Jaylen Brown, Josh Hart. Third play, I'm going with LeBron over 38.5 PRA against the Pacers. So I bet on him against the Magic last game. He barely got over, but you know, it's like a similar matchup to Orlando, except for like way, way better, right? But they're both like massive paint funnels who have been taken away catch and shoot looks and stuff. You can go. So the filter I like to use is with Luka, with Austin Reeves, and why isn't this popping up? Let's see, minutes. Okay, it is. I'm just being blind. Yeah. So I mean, PRA. So he's averaging. So he's over in. Let's see. Yep, 38.5. I guess it's only at DraftKings now, and Bet Rivers. But he's over in 8 out of 11 games. He's averaging 41.4 PRA. So slightly above this number, and then it just Pacers, right? I mean, they play so damn fast. They allow so much in the paint. We go to team stats. Yeah, 4th most points in the paint. And I think like a paint funnel defense really benefits LeBron compared to the, you know, Reeves and Lucas of the world, right? So I think it's like, you know, better matchup for LeBron than those two guys. I think there was another thing I looked at. Or yeah, it was the opponent shooting shot range less than 10 feet. Yeah, I mean, Pacers 3rd highest shot frequency from less than 10 feet. So great matchup for his scoring, but also most of LeBron's assists actually come in the paint as well. 47% at the rim is very, you know, it's a very high number for your assists to be. And like you look at other players around the league and they're like at like 30% and stuff. So I think that LeBron's assists are viable too, just because of, you know, where he gets his assists and where the Pacers allow points. And then rebounds I think is great too, because you know, with guys like LeBron and Luka, you know, they're both just like defensive rebound merchants, right? They're not really like crashing the offensive glass. I guess LeBron can when he wants to, but he usually doesn't want to. So Pacers are allowing the 2nd most defensive rebounds over the last 10 games, so I think that's good. And yeah, I mean, game's gonna have a crazy pace. I think it's like a very advantageous matchup for LeBron, and I think it's like a better matchup for him than, you know, the Lukas and the Reeves and stuff. So yeah, I took Brown over 38.5 PRA. Want your guys' take on that?
I love it. I think like all of LeBron's lines after, because like I was like looking at his rebounds last game and he didn't come through, and his assists. It feels like I thought you broke down perfectly. Like with LeBron, like we're in the sweet spot now where like all his lines are just like, man, the value on them are like insane for this one. I know like most people are gonna be on a Halliburton. I mean, with good reason, 10 straight double-doubles is crazy. But LeBron was the first person my mind went to. I was like, man, like look at all the LeBron stuff and the value on it.
Yeah, I also love it. I think Luka being there is massive for him. Kind of takes some pressure off and leaves some more space for him. Yeah, LeBron's in a great spot tonight.
Yeah,
I think it's a great matchup as always against, you know, you got any guy that can get downhill versus the Pacers. I also think it's like dosage of Luka last game, and it didn't work out for them. I think you'll see a little bit more LeBron in this matchup, as Luka's obviously a guy that is used to carrying the load, even with, you know, playing with the Kyrie and stuff like that. But I think on this team he doesn't have to as much, and LeBron can kind of, you know, him and Luka can kind of take turns coming down the court as well. So I didn't think I'd ever see a PRA line this low for LeBron this year, but definitely love it.
Yeah, for sure. I think it was a little bit lower against Orlando, maybe, but outside of that, yeah, I don't think I've seen a line this low. And then it's against Indy too. It's like, okay, I'll snag that up. 1 point spread too. Hopefully this one stays competitive. All that good stuff. Okay, let's see. Stim and Bubs, do you guys have any more official picks for here?
No more official picks personally. I have some leans, but nothing locked in as of now.
Okay.
Fair.
Let's see. Before we go and build a lay, actually, you just want to touch on some of your leans, Tim? I feel like the leans always are like always end up turning into a play for either like you or me. So might as well get them out there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm waiting on lines in the first place. I'm not seeing them anywhere. I could check again to see just in case, but I want to see what they're sitting at. But Gary Trent with Dame now, kind of obviously, I hope he's doing all right. Seems like he's going to be out for a little while now. But Gary Trent just is going to be playing much heavier minutes for them, and he's getting his looks. Obviously, Denver doesn't do a great job guarding above the break threes, all the above. I mean, just spot up shots, catch and shoot. He's definitely going to be in a good spot tonight. I don't know what his props are going to be at, so it's kind of hard for me to gauge if it's playable or not. But he should be in a really nice spot. Should see 30+ minutes. And I mean, they're going to need him the rest of the season. They're going to need his scoring outside of Giannis. I also think Kuzma obviously has to step up, and he's been actually doing a really good job for them. So that was a good move for them. But yeah, I'm really interested to see Gary Trent's props today.
Yeah, no, anything catch and shoot versus the Nuggets, I think is a great look, especially if you're going to have like DeAndre Jordan out there. I mean, the dude can't move, and you're just constantly like over helping to, cover his ass and stuff. So. Yeah, no, I definitely like that. Do you guys have any like other thoughts for Bucks Nuggets? I think this could be like an interesting game, but just off the top of your head, is there anything you guys were looking at?
I mean, Aaron Gordon's assist is like the greatest bet in the NBA this week. No,
yeah,
that was the first place my mind went to. It's like, oh man, are we getting 3.5 again? It's like, yeah, 3.5, very playable. Ladder might be right there.
Yeah. If he didn't sit out the other night, I'm convinced we were hitting that plus 4,300. I had him as
man, especially against the Bulls, leg. Bro.
Yep, had him as that third leg and. The other two cash, Kelly Olynyk and Cam Johnson. Still a great night, but I mean, if he was there, I think he would have gotten that 6, hopefully.
He would have against Chicago,
yeah. No, I'm traumatized from playing bigs against the Nuggets after what Vucevic did to me, but like Brook Lopez is like DeAndre Jordan ain't stepping out there. And like when Brook Lopez get down there, like Brook Lopez on a really nice stretch. I haven't even looked at what his lines are, but he's been putting up like what 5-6 threes last 2 games. Like he probably put up 5-6 more tonight. Like, I don't even know what his line is, but let's see here.
I think his threes is a solid look. I think they definitely caught on to his points. I mean, his line's been like 12.5 this whole time, and now it's up to 16.5.
Yeah.
Is there any – this is going to be insane coming out of my mouth, but is there any DeAndre Jordan assist lines? His numbers are kind of juicy from last game. I mean, he had 44 passes made, 11 potentials, 7 assists. I mean, if he's going to be playing in that hub spot again, I mean, like 1.5, 2.5, that could be a really nice spot on the price.
Man, his assists last 2 games are 7 and 4. That's a great call.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm waiting to see some numbers there as well. I mean, obviously, if it's 3.5, for example, I'm gonna lay off. But I mean, 2.5, 1.5, that's certainly playable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It looks like Jokic is just a system center. Fucking DeAndre Jordan can go in there and flirt with a triple-double.
But yeah, I'm interested to see Gary Trent and DeAndre Jordan too. 2 interesting spots there.
Yeah. And I will say, Flo, on the AG look, I mean, this is his numbers with Jokic off the court, but Murray on the court. And yeah, he's at 6.6 assists per 36. So, I mean, that 6 assists against the Bulls probably had a pretty good chance of getting home.
Yeah, no, I mean, Gordon should be like absolutely feasting this game. I got to look at like Brook Lopez a ton. Like what Jalen Smith did off the bench for the Bulls against the Nuggets was like criminal. Like the dude was like everything I want Vucevic to do, just like, oh, space the floor. And when you're not spacing the floor, get downhill, grab some rebounds. Like, so, but back to AG though, like, yeah, absolutely. Like the way he's distributing too. Like, you know what, another sneaky one in this one too is like, you ever heard the like take your guards rebounds against the Bucks? It's like, now that my guy Christian Braun's in there and Russell Westbrook's off the floor, thank God. Like, man, what I need to see, like, these are all just like leans and thoughts, but like Christian Braun's rebounds, like what they give it to us? Fournette? Yeah, like it's just
first time.
Yeah, like he easily like grab 5. Like it's the Bucks. Like Booker grabbed like 7.
Brown's a stud.
That's a good look because I mean the Bucks. I mean the whole thing is just guarding Giannis, right? So it's like, I mean, those guards aren't really playing much point of attack defense. They can actually roam around and help out on the glass, especially without Dame. Is Christian Brown going to be doing a ton of point of attack defense on Ryan Rollins?
The infamous Ryan Rollins. Yeah.
Going to be too tired to rebound because he's guarding Ryan Rollins.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, sorry, were you gonna say something?
No, I was gonna say don't sleep on that Brooklyn Nets game, man. There's a bunch of looks in that game too.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to take like Nets Brooklyn props here, but Zaire Williams, man, like that Raptors. There's two versions. I've watched too much Raptors basketball. There's two versions of the Raptors. There's the one where they kind of half care, where like Jakob's in there and like Quickly and Barnes, and then there's the one that has like Colin Castleton and Orlando Robinson, who are the two worst bigs in the league, and the lane's wide open. So I was like, man, Zaire could just like get downhill. There's no Cam Johnson. He could get that above the break three easily. I was looking at his ladder. The price isn't great on it, but I'm like 15 points. I think he's at like 12 and a half. I'm like, it's the Raptors. They're so bad. They're so bad. And with Jordy as the head coach, you have to like map in like, is this guy's minutes locked in? And like his minutes should be locked in for 27, 28.
Yeah. I just checked, and 30 plus in the last 4 without the Cams playing. Yeah. And you'd think Cam Johnson and like him, their minutes probably correlate like pretty, they're both like the same position and stuff. So I think that could definitely make some good sense.
And I'm a homer, so I'll say it out loud. My guy RJ's back in New York. It's 18.5. Like the Nets actually have like a solid like paint defense, but I'm like, man, it's RJ back, and he's probably gonna play like 28 minutes. But this is a tank game though, and they're gonna want to lose the game. Like if I was getting 28 RJ minutes with no Quickly, with no Jakob Poeltl, like he's gonna chuck up like 18 shots in the lane. Like it's 18 points, but I'm not taking it.
I will say, guys, what do you think about Ochai threes? 31% of his points, non-free throw points, are corner threes, and corner threes against the Nets are absolute money.
That's a nice find. That's very intriguing right there.
Yeah, they're one of the worst spot up teams in the league because they spend so much attention. Like Barnes going to get all the attention, Artis going to get all the attention, the wings are going to be wide open. So yeah, the looks. I've tried this dude before. I have no luck with him. Like he always shoots like 1 of 5 whenever I take him, but he'll be open though.
Yeah.
Is Jacoby Walter back?
Good question.
Kobe, yeah, he's off the injury report.
Like depending on his line, that's something gross I could be interested in.
Yeah, should be. I mean, I haven't been keeping up with the Raptors. Is he like a safe minute guy, like every game because he's a rook?
Yeah, I mean, the one game when everyone was out, I think they played the Jazz. He had like 16 or 17 in the first half and was on pace to play like low 30 minutes, and they ended up getting injured, and then he was out a couple games. But he's like the same case as Ochai. He's just obviously younger and would have a longer leash in kind of these tank games.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a good spot.
They may be the weirdest team this season with props.
Yeah,
they've there's been a few guys who have had some nice stretches. Like Jakob Poeltl had a really nice stretch earlier in the season. AJ Lawson had like a 3-game stretch of being an absolute cash cow, and then you never really know who else is going to get it though.
Another sneaky one I like in this one too is your man Nick Claxton. It's at 10.5. I think you can find like the 10 somewhere for like minus 140. It's the Raptors. It's like, bro, it's 10 points. Also, it's like his assist. He's been doing like the hub thing, and the Raptors are so bad. Like, I'm like, man, he could like do the like get 4 assist thing. He did it last time against them, so I'm like, he could just do the 4 assists. I don't know what any of these things are. These are just thoughts at like.
I will say, I've been watching their games because of Cam Johnson's assists, and him and Nick Claxton run a really good 2-man game together.
Yeah,
a lot of Claxton's points were coming off Cam's assists, and a lot of Claxton's assists were coming off Cam's points. So him being out could hurt that. They run a nice 2-man game together.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. I had that same thought, and then once I saw Cam Johnson was out, I was like, oh, you can't like really take it. But like if Cam Johnson was in there, I would definitely like sprinkle like 4 Claxton assists with something.
100%. And I wanted Cam's assist. It's a shame he's out too. This would have been a good matchup for that. But yeah, definitely be weary there because they run a really good 2-man game together. Actually,
Does Flo, do you like do you like the non-Pirtle bigs for the Raptors like play pretty deep drop coverage?
They're awful. Like, man, I know way too much about Colin Castleton and Orlando Robinson, bro. Bro, they played. I don't know what they're playing. They don't look like they have a semblance of what they're trying to accomplish on the floor. That's what I don't get. Like, some teams, you're like, okay, the defense is bad, but I understand the concept of what you're doing here. Like, they just like run around and like one possession they drop coverage, one possession they're attacking the ball handler to pick up a foul. Like, I don't know what their game plan is, man. This is weird.
Because I will say, last 10 games, Raptors are allowing the second highest pull-up three-point frequency. So getting like a D-Lo run of the show type of game, his threes might be a tad interesting. This game against the Pacers was without the Cams, and he just got up 12 threes in that game. Played 32 minutes, went to overtime, so I'm sure he got some extra minutes in overtime, but took 22 shots as well. So that could maybe be a little interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, we're in the waters of Raptors Nets, so I'm not saying I'm gonna like take a bunch of stuff, but like, this is a game where like, yeah, Tyrese Martin might shoot like 3 of 6 from 3. He might just pull a bunch. Like, there's no Cam Johnson there. I want to say he's like, let me look at it here. Tyrese Martin. Yeah, Tyrese Martin is like 2 for 4, 3 for 6 his last 2 games. There's way better bets in the board than Tyrese Martin, but yeah, it's like an interesting game. You'll find like Wizards Raptors the other day. I was like saying to everyone, I was like, man, this game feels like a cash heaven. It was like everything you could have took in that game hit. Except for Keyshawn got hurt, but like everything in that game hit.
Yeah. Let's see. So Flo, what do you guys outside of because we can't so we're about to build this parlay for the Knicks Clippers game, but outside of FanDuel, right? What's the best platform for SGPs, would y'all say?
I'm a big fan of ESPN.
ESPN.
I like 365 a bit. It's not as accessible for some people, but I mean, if you can get a buddy to lay down a play for you once you're limited, I mean, they've got good prices, very good prices.
Oh, your boy's got a fresh 365 account. I've actually been getting crushed on it recently. I had Dennis Schroeder. I nuked Dennis Schroeder's 8.5 rebounds and assists. I honestly thought that line should have been like 11.5 without Cade against the Spurs. And he got into foul trouble. Marcus Sasser didn't miss a shot, and he only played 22 minutes in a blowout. And he had
I was on Ron Holland. He did absolutely nothing.
Oh my God! Another coach with crazy rotations.
Ron Holland, he had a great game. I was surprised that he didn't play.
Yeah, I had 11.5 PA. I absolutely loved it. Cade got ruled out again. I was like, wow, this is a gem.
Yeah.
Drew 1 unit on it, put 0.25 units on his 15 plus at plus 470, and nothing hit. Nothing hit at all.
I still love that bet, even though it didn't hit, because like the game before, like Holland was running over Fontecchio. I had Fontecchio. I was like, man, where's Holland? And then the next game, like Fontecchio's running over Holland. So,
dude, they changed the rotations immediately. I went on Popcorn Machine. For anybody who doesn't know, that's a website where you can check rotations and see everything. I went on, and he was the second guy off the bench the game before, where he played like 36 minutes or something, had 26 points. This game, Sasser over him, Fontecchio over him. Everybody's coming in. I'm like, it's cooked from the start. Not the run out.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to install I always use my phone to bet, except for on FanDuel. Okay, the software was okay. Be enabled. Show me how to turn on. Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to get this. Okay, X point verify.
We building a Knicks Clippers play.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Cat 4 assists. Toss it in.
Do you know the plus money looks like right there? Like Norm Powell's gonna be open on that corner for threes. Cat's assist. I don't know if he's gonna pass the ball, but Cat's 4 assists. Like,
give me 4.
I agree.
Plus 146. Give us a little juicy leg.
Yeah, it's sexy, man.
Okay, so let me quick screen share this. Okay, so I can't actually bet it, unfortunately, on the computer. So I'm just gonna have to go on my phone to do that. Oh. But okay, let's build for this game. It said cat assist.
Do you got FanDuel on there? Because I think we can only do they have like weird increments. It's like 5 or 7. That 4 I feel like is a safe spot for Cat versus 5. Not necessarily safe.
Does FanDuel have Josh all threes right now? Because they don't have his like normal.
They don't do that.
They'll never have Josh threes.
In a weird way, you always know who the player to take for 3 when FanDuel doesn't have them. Like they'll randomly, we don't have Deuce McBride today. I'm like, I wonder why.
Yeah, FanDuel's smart. They like taking money. Let's see. Okay, so Josh is definitely going in there. Do we just go for the moonshot?
DraftKings has Josh's threes.
Okay.
My pick at least says so. Let me check.
I always feel like so bad when I give you all these picks like Josh Hart threes because it's like he's gonna like, bro. I've been sitting there and seen so many 0 for 6s. It's like I love Norman Powell. So
makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take Norm Flores.
Yeah, plus 100 is stupid. That's stupid. I'm grabbing that the second we get off here. That's stupid.
Yeah, DK works because you can get Josh Hart threes and Cat 4 assists.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, I'm logging in. Like I said, I've never logged in on the computer for DraftKings.
100 over here.
Do you guys only place bets on your phone mostly?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit's just way easier.
There's like for FanDuel at least, there's something you have to download on your laptop in order to like a certain type of software in order to place the bets. And I have it downloaded, it just never works. I don't know what the case is. I'm just stuck to the phone.
It's like PLC. I can like see it at the top of my screen right now. Okay. So what are we doing, fellas? Are we doing 3 threes for Josh, or I feel like we got to do 3.
Just take 2, man. He's not going to make the third, as we've learned the hard way. He's not making the third.
Take the 2.
I'm taking 3.
All right, man. You know what? Let's do it. 3 threes for Josh Hart.
At the Garden, dude, he's going to be at 2. This is going to happen, Flo. It's going to be at 2, and someone's just going to give him a grenade. The Knicks are going to be down 2. There's going to be a minute left in the game, and Josh is going to fucking hit that third 3 right there. What? That shit just went down to 500 plus 500.
They're listening to us. They're listening to us.
It.
Damn, the ops are in here. Damn, that's crazy.
Okay. Well,
wait, what did it fall to?
It was 650 down to 500, so I'm taking 2 now.
Dude, it was like plus 220 when I mentioned it for 2, like 30 seconds ago.
Fucking gremlins.
They locked his 3 on MGM.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, we're Cat 4 assists.
Yeah.
Okay. Mitch rebounds.
I don't think they have it up yet, but I like his like 7 and 8. I saw his 8 was like 330th, like Caesars, and I was like, wow.
Oh damn, DraftKings doesn't have Mitch stuff. Damn DK.
You taking Norm? Could toss him in.
Yeah. Let's take Norm.
I'm sold the man's getting 20 points. I could be way off. I'm sold the man's getting 20 points off matchup alone.
I think he might get 25 or 30.
Yep.
Do we get greedy or what?
Like, if you want to just like shoot for the moon, to me, it's just like, man, just take Norm 25 points and put that with something, and just like enjoy the game. That
Norm
dude's
25.
gonna have the most cake matchup in the night outside of AJ Johnson is Norman Powell.
Okay, so we have Josh to hit 2, Cat to dime 4, Norm to drop 25. What about Zubac rebounds with him guarding Josh?
Oh, he's gonna hit a double easy. He's probably if the game's close, he's probably gonna hit like 13 or 14 rebounds. Honestly,
that shit juiced as hell.
Yeah, the Knicks struggle. I'm part of the team. They can't guard if you're a center who's like north of 275 pounds, you're gonna grab 12 rebounds on us.
Yeah. Okay. So Zoo 12. Y'all agree with that? I mean, if you're guarding Josh too, dude, you're just like camping next to the rim, right? You're not you're just hanging out and stuff. I think he had 14 against him last game too. I will say when Mitch is in, he's gonna be struggling to grab rebounds.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I've got to look at that more, but I was thinking that.
Yeah, I actually kind of like Cat under rebounds.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I like his under rebounds too, because they're gonna go a lot of double big, and when it's double big, you have Josh Hart being a lunatic down there and Mitch Robinson stealing rebounds away. So, yeah.
What should we do for Zubac? Should we just eat some put a juicy double in there? Because I think that's like very safe.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So now we're up to 3,400. Why stop now?
Yeah, right.
Flo, you're a defensive guru. Who's getting the steal here?
Oh man, your man Kawhi in that freaking passing lane. Hold on, let me see. What's Kawhi's steals look like? Because it's weird because his legs aren't like before. Holy cow. He has a steal in like 9 of his last 10 games and had 2 last time. What's his one steal by any chance?
700.
700. Can we trust
I don't know if you guys have been reading the chat at all. This guy, Jmain34, absolutely hates Norman Powell. He's been talking shit the whole time.
Oh, fantastic. Good. I'm locking it in right now. Let's go, Norman Powell. I'm locking it in right now.
That just encourages me more to signal the ladder.
Yeah, right. Well, guess what? Guess what you're about to get now. You're Norman Powell. It's the most cake matchup in the league. I'll eat the unit if he goes broke. I don't care.
Yeah, guys. Real quick, if you guys are watching this, because I know the STIMMS, the House of STIMMS fellas are definitely bringing some people in. If you guys are watching this, make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, all that good stuff. Free way to support. It goes a long way. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying this, just make sure to drop a like, sub, all that good stuff.
Yeah. It's not the same because like Simmons is in there now and Simmons takes away some usage. But my goodness, how is James Hart not hitting a double tonight?
Man, I'm pissed that DK doesn't have Mitch lines. Was there some like Mitch news or something? Like why did he...
No, like they tend to like kind of list them late. Like they list certain players late. But no, James Harden's assist to me is like that's the one I keep coming back to. I'm like, how is he not hitting 9 assists? It's like I know like with Simmons, like they take away his usage. And also like it does scare me a tiny bit, even though he's like a workhorse gonna play all the minutes. When Ty Lue said after he got kicked in the thigh, I shouldn't have ran him that many minutes. Like, that's on me. I shouldn't have done that. And I'm like, is this guy about to like janky rotation his minutes again?
He got hit by Lou Dort too. Like that's not a small unit.
Facts.
That's just gotta hurt.
Okay, we're taking his under 21.5 points. It's correlated with the assists, right? You know, we like his assists. He's gonna be diamond. If he plays, he's gonna be diamond. He ain't scoring 22 on that busted ass quad. It's Norman season.
I agree with you, and his usage isn't there. Like with all the guys in there, it just always scares me because it's like it's the Knicks, man.
And he also
he could take 12 shots and get there. So, but like I agree with you.
Well, the thing is too is like if you actually look at Harden's play type, you think of him as like a big like pick and roll guy. He's actually just like an isolation scorer.
Yeah, he's like a step back 3 guy.
Yeah,
like he's on the Rockets.
So. Yeah, Harden busted quad. He ain't dropping 22 on that. This dude has like no lift near the rim like to begin with. Dude, he's gonna have to hit like 7 threes to like flirt with this line. Oh, he'll hit his 7 threes and get his free throws, I guess, to crush us. But okay. Is there anything else, or should we should get this shit up to 100 to 1? I'm like just like what's some safe shit like Josh rebound maybe.
Let me look at this really quick. I'll tell you
I said we put the ball in Flo's court.
Yeah. I mean,
this is his team.
You know, like usually, like I'm out at the gym or just take a swig of coffee, and I'm like, "What's gonna happen in this game?" And I'm like, "Well, Kawhi's definitely getting those 2 steals. He's getting 1. I was thinking like this: the guy's definitely getting 1, so I just need 1 more. So why not? The Knicks are reckless. We don't have a real point guard right now. So okay, Kawhi 2 steals. If we want to get to 100 to 1, Kawhi 2 steals, Hart 3 threes. I like Norman. Yeah, Norman Powell 20 points. We had Zubac double. Let's see this here. There you go. Zubac double. What was the other leg you had? Oh, Harden under points.
Yep.
What if you did Harden under points and Harden double? Like, is there like some crazy correlation thing? Yeah, that gets you to 10,000. Harden's hitting like 8 assists at least bare minimum. I don't know what the usage numbers are, but like he should have 12 assists, honestly.
Okay,
this
guys.
Is awful. This even stinks.
Okay. What do we think about this? Josh 2 threes, Cat 4 assists, Norm 25 points, Zoo double, Harden under 21.5 points, Cat under 37.5 PR, and then Harden double. Worth a sprinkle?
It's a lot of legs, man.
There's your engagement tweet right there with that that ticket.
Okay, yep, exactly.
This will change your
I
life.
hope you see this text in time.
Yeah, this will change your life.
Okay,
Yeah.
and we just bumped it up. Josh is hitting 3 instead of 2 now.
If you want someone
700
to bump it up, put the Clippers money line. They're not losing.
Chris Dunn under.
Dude, how the hell?
Chris Dunn unders is
You're
crazy word.
hatred.
Honestly, what's the point of playing Chris Dunn here? Like to guard who? Like Chris Dunn is like worthless in this matchup unless there's like if Brunson was playing, I could see like him being useful. But
I think the sports books need to add a spot for when the Mavericks play Dwight Powell to get hit in the face.
Yes.
Dude.
Yes.
what's Chris Dunn's
Ty, are you aware of that? Bubs put me onto it, and it's absolutely hilarious. Have you seen Dwight Powell like get hit in the face?
Yeah. That shit is like the funniest shit. Dude, and he got hit in the face. I was watching the Nets game. Trendon Watford hit him. What did they post that?
I think the best is when he tweets like one moment, and then he goes to find the video, and then he just tweets the video, and it's just yes.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Okay, so are we putting Chris Dunn under PRA? Dude, like to be honest, he really is like useless in this matchup. Like, but the thing is, what if Harden sits? Then that could fuck it.
Yeah,
I mean,
Harden could sit.
he's still useless in just about every matchup.
That'd benefit like Coffee or Bogdanovich.
Yeah, for sure. It would just maybe boost his minutes a little bit, but okay. Is Kawhi getting 2 steals, Flo?
I mean, just off the top of my head, I'd say yes. Like without like looking into it deeply and breaking it down, I'd say yes.
Dude, that barely even made it go up. Okay,
Clippers
let's
money
just
line,
run
man.
this.
Let's see. Clippers money line, man. As long as Harden plays, they're gonna win this game.
1,000 to win 750, guys. Is that the move? Dude, what do I even have in my DK? Okay, I can place it.
It's just a lock.
100 to win. Dude, a good engagement would be like 50 to win 30. Let's see, should I go for like what does 10 get you? Oh, 10 to win 7.5 grand. Damn.
DraftKings will let me put $1.37 on it.
Yeah,
Nice.
let's see what though. This wouldn't get my account like limited, right? By posting like a degen lay.
No, I think they'd actually raise your limits based on this parlay.
Yeah. Okay. Because I've been careful with my DK account because they're so off market by like they're always like off market by like a point, it seems like.
Yeah.
So I've been using them before tip off.
I have a recommendation actually here. So my account's cooked and I'm upset about it. But if I were to go back in time, play DFS. If you do like daily fantasy on there, they don't have a ton of users who do that. And that's something they value. So they're probably a little less likely to ban your account if you're a frequent DFS user. So that's a good way to keep an account healthy.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, what do you guys use to bet early lines? Are you guys mostly just like FanDuel, Caesars and stuff? And
DK was my favorite, and then they banned me. DK's lines are always soft. They even have like my favorite WNBA future they just posted. I was like waiting. Like that's soft too. So
yeah.
I don't know, man. DK. Like I miss DK.
Yeah, let's see if they let me bet it. This is a fresh account. I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, they'll let you bet that.
Oh, let's go.
You're the exact type of customer they want after that.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, locked in.
Dennis Schroeder shit. Dennis Schroeder's just been cooking me. Okay. Sweet. Okay, well, hour's up. Let's see, fellas. I'm gonna give you guys the floor. Just go one by one. Let's go Flo, Stim, and then Bubs. You guys got anything to say before we head out?
Definitely check us out in the House of Stims. Favorite play of the day for me right now is Norman Powell's point. He's going to feast on Landry Shamet and Tyler Kolek and Cam Payne and Josh Hart. Usage a little scary, but with James Harden getting kicked in the thigh, I think Norman Powell's set to go off and Josh Hart threes. So, yeah, man, live a little. Take Josh Hart's threes.
I'm going to say next time we come on, I say that we have Bubs pick the slate so that we can bless the straight betting streams with a Bubs ladder, and they can really see how he goes about it. But Flo, Bubs, I mean, they absolutely kill it. Couldn't say more about how happy I am to work with them and love this stream as well. Hopefully we continue to be coming on here weekly. It's been a pleasure. Ty, I really respect what you do as well. Yeah,
I was actually going to just say, like, I wish we had tomorrow's slate today because just looking at it, I can just think of like 2 to 3 guys I would want to take off the top of my head. Yeah, but again, I really enjoy this and appreciate you having us all on, and I look forward to the next time as well too.
Yeah. I appreciate all you guys, man. I mean, it's fun as hell chopping this up. I think this is the second stream we've done with the whole crew. I know Stim and Flo, you guys have been on a couple times, but man, this shit is just fun as hell, man. I feel like we all think the game very similarly. I think we all are very good at what we do, and I think that it's just talking hoops, man. That shit's fun as hell. So yeah, definitely gonna have y'all on again soon, and we'll have Bubs pick the slate so he can bless the people.
I got you.
Yeah, man.
Okay, well, to the viewers, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Sorry we couldn't get to the questions today. It's like whenever it's like 4 people, we're just going to spend the time yapping. But do appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said, if you guys are new, if you guys are brought in by the House of Stims guys, make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel. If you guys like, their betting picks, their betting content and stuff like that, I'm sure you'll like this stuff. So, yeah, that's going to do it. And thank you guys for tuning in once again. See you guys tomorrow or tonight for the pre-tip stream.